Mike McCool here in the Royal Examiner studio, and with me today I have a bunch of bowlers. How's that? Rick Novak, the owner of the...
Don't exaggerate. I'm not really much of a bowler, but, you know.
I heard he bowled a 300. All right, so...
No tap.
The Royal Family Bowling Center, see?
Absolutely.
So what's happening? I see we got something big happening this weekend.
Well, we do, but we're really thrilled to have the PBA50 be one of their locations, regional locations, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Is at our center, and it's co-sponsored by Cubica AMF, and we're just thrilled to have them. And I'm pleased to have with me today Steve Taylor and Lee Gant. Lee Gant operates our pro shop.
Okay.
And, I'm going to try and stay out of the way and not mess this interview up. And you can ask questions.
So what is the PBA50 all about?
Well, we have mainly as three different divisions of the PBA. You've got PBA Junior, which is under 18 years of age.
Back up. Is PBA Professional Bowling
Association?
Right,
That's correct. Yeah. And we have three divisions of that, which would be PBA Junior, which would be the under 18 kids. Then you have the regular division, which you could have anybody from 18 all the way to 90, 100 to bowl. And then you have a particular 50 and over division, which is what we're going to be having here this weekend.
Oh, okay. That's why the 50.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where was Harry at? He was 100. Remember? He didn't tell you about our 100-year-old bowling.
Oh, my goodness.
No, we had a senior bowler who made it to, I think, 101 and a half, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
He quit bowling at 101 because his knee was starting to bother him.
Oh, my goodness.
He would drive himself to the center.
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday, and he seemed to do it well.
Yeah.
I mean, I would see him out around town.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Wow, I hope I can make it there.
Harry was awesome.
That goes to show you
bowling is a good health program.
That's right. It goes to show you that you can do this at any age.
That is correct.
All right, so continue on here.
So with how these tournaments work is a Friday we'll have we having three squads on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
We'll need to do two practice sessions. So our squads go from 1 to 2:30 for A squad, and then the C squad goes from 4 to 5:30. And then the middle group can pick either one to bowl. We're just trying not to get 90-some bowlers there at one time in an 18-lane center. We'd be packed to smithereens there if we did that. So
he would just build more lanes. That's
we can do it. They might not be happy with it.
So who participates in this?
We've got some of the real big names. Walter Ray Williams Jr., you've seen him on TV for many years. He's got like 132 total titles over all those years. He's going to be here. Tom Baker's very close. He's got at least about, off the top of my brain, about 30-some national titles and 20-some regional titles. He's from King, North Carolina, so he's not too far from here. Another name would be Darrell Bauer from Pennsylvania. He's been another national titleist and regional titleist as well. He's going to be here. So we've got a good crew. We're going to need 9, since it's 18 lanes, we're going to need 9 professionals for the Pro-Am at night, which is going to be at 7 o'clock. Come on by, folks, if you want to bowl the Pro-Am. We can talk to Lee,
So we can have some of our local people play with the players.
I mean, how about Lee explain the program to you?
All the local bowlers or whoever, regular bowlers, league bowlers can come by Friday night, bowl with the pros.
Okay.
You're not bowling against the pros. You're just bowling with them, having a good
learn
time.
a few things.
Exactly.
If you're lucky.
They love to teach. They do. They love to teach, especially youth bowlers. They pay a lot of attention to them. It's like Steve said, it's $45 a bowler. We have enough spots for 72 local bowlers or folks to bowl.
And currently we have like 50 couple?
We have 52 signed up now.
Oh, that's good.
So that'll start at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
Or, so if you're interested, come before 7 o'clock or come sooner because it might fill up.
Yeah.
And just watching it would be interesting too.
Absolutely.
And you're more than welcome all weekend long to come by and watch the pros bowl, all 3 squads, practice squads, anything like that. They can come by and watch.
I mean, so on Saturday, I feel like, it might be like walking on eggshells if you came in. I mean, I don't know.
We welcome the spectators. There's the national tour. They always charge a fee on a head, but with the regional program, come on in and watch.
Okay.
Just respect the bowlers that are there.
Exactly.
They're there to make money.
So now on Saturday and Sunday, only the pro bowlers will be bowling?
Correct.
Okay.
And we have 3 different squads. One starts at 9 in the morning, the other one's at 1:30 in the afternoon, and then one at 6 at night. And they're all going to be bowling 7 games.
All right.
And then we'll cut to the top 16. And then we'll do what they call a bracket with buys situation where the qualifiers 9 through 16 will bowl the best 2 out of 3. Then the qualifiers 5 through 8 will come into the mix. They bowl the best 2 out of 3, and then we'll add the top 4 qualifiers. They'll bowl the best 2 out of 3.
It's kind of like a March Madness.
At the end.
Yeah, I guess
For
so.
bowling,
Yeah, for brackets, right?
And
Yeah.
then you get that far up, so we're going to do 1 game at the top 4 and 1 game for the
So when you get all done, they'll be down to 2 bowlers.
2 bowlers, 1 game.
And one game.
So what do they get if they win?
$3,000 for first place, so then we're going to do $1,500 for second.
Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's worth the trip. And plus they get bragging rights.
That's right. and all the bowl, and if they're a brand new champion, we have banners set up at the bowling center. And each tournament they bowl, we put up the banner.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Now, so on Friday night, it's just like a look-see and help and bowl if you want to bowl with the pros.
Yeah.
But the actual tournament is with the pros on Saturday and Sunday.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be closed during the day for the practice squads,
Right.
and then we'll be open to the public. I mean, public can come in
Sure.
and buy lots of cheeseburgers and pizza.
That's
All
right.
right, come in and watch these guys practice. Come back at 7, be in a pro-am or watch the
Okay, on
pro-am.
Friday, all during the day, you're going to be practicing.
Yes.
Yeah, all during the day.
Okay.
We'll be closed to the public. But then Friday night after the pro-am, so maybe around 10 o'clock, we will open up for our regular
bowling.
late night bowling.
Yeah.
And then Saturday we go back to what we were doing again. We'll open up for the squads, and we'll get through that. Just if you're guessing, you think you're going to finish at 9 or 10 o'clock or something like that?
We'll start at 6. It's going to probably be more like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Be that late?
I would roughly say it's going to be later. 'cause
so Saturday we might not even be open then. I mean,
Sure.
it all depends. It's based on how fast C Squad bowls, and afterwards he has to announce all the winners and who's in the
Yeah.
top
No,
16.
Then if we have
that
it,
takes
and
priority, so.
then when I do announcing, if we end up having a tie for the 16th and 17th place,
Gotta have a
They have to
roll-off.
roll off.
and then you also, now that we're doing it this way, we were doing with the different qualifiers, because what happens is the top 4 get 2 buys, and the 5 through 8 get 1 buy in the way we're doing it. So we have to, if there's a tie for the 8th and 9th or the 4th and 5th spots, that's another roll-off position.
Yeah.
How
So
about when you get to the end? Somebody has to win.
yeah.
So
Exactly.
you just keep playing. Do you go into the 11th, 12th, and 13th,
Well,
14th?
if they end up getting to where at the very end of the game they tie, then we do ball to ball. So
Okay.
if one strikes, another strikes, we keep going.
Okay. That's how,
Until somebody doesn't
Really?
strike.
So it's like
Yeah.
a golf
Ball to ball
tournament,
type
like a
thing.
sudden
Yeah.
death hole
Yep.
or whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Somebody's going to win.
Yeah. Somebody's going to win.
Yeah, right.
We had a guy on TV, a national tour the other day. It was his very first
Yep.
telecast to get into the national tour, and they went 7-8 frames,
Yeah.
straight strikes, and then boom, and he lost. And he had a 7-pin. The other guy struck. And that was it.
Well, I'm going to give a plug here to Rick. So you guys, this is the big deal for Rick's center here.
Of course.
Yeah. So how do you like his new system he's got set up down there?
I personally, I have not bowled on the strings yet. I did have the very first test tournament last year. It was in May of last year on these AMF machines, and I mean it's going to be the wave of the future.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've
Well,
already
he's put a lot of work into it,
exactly.
and it's a really nice center, I think, and it's good enough for pros to come. So I'm just saying that adds a lot of credibility to your operation down there, Rick.
That's
I
Well,
think
we
that'd
just
be-
want to. Honestly, I mean, I'm really proud to be a part of the Edge
Sure.
String Revolution. I totally honor the free fall revolution. I mean, we had free fall machines, and they worked great.
until they didn't.
Well,
Right.
no, actually, they always work great. And,
Right.
and so our bowlers actually were like, well, why are you doing this? And that's because the mechanic is 60 couple years old, and I can't find another one.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so these machines, after they modified them to
Sure.
meet USB-C and PBA requirements, are
Yeah, it's the wave of the
Awesome.
future.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna
I've
have
bowled,
that everywhere.
I've bowled on the string pins since they put them in. I mean, I've been there the whole
Sure.
time, and it's once you bowl on them and get used to them, it's no different than
Really,
the free
you can't-
fall. You're going to see.
If you didn't know it, you wouldn't.
If you walked into the center and didn't know there were strings on them, you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah.
There's sometimes where people have been in there bowling for a while, and all of a sudden they're like,
What's that?
is that a string? Is that what is that on top of the pin? I'm like, well, you've been bowling for 3 frames,
Yeah.
and
Now you're noticing it.
Yeah. So after these regionals, these guys that win, what do they do next?
I've
They
just
move up.
Well, it was more of we've got what they call an RPI point list.
Okay.
We have at least for last year. We haven't talked about this coming year yet. We had a RPI tournament out in Reno, Nevada last year, and what happens is top. I think let's see if is the difference for each side. So I think top 7 or 8 on the regular side, and top 4 come off of. Would have a actual RPI qualifier, and for the 50 guys, is going to be down in Gastonia, North Carolina, here in October.
Yeah.
That's the one way is to bowl all the tournaments, a majority of the tournaments in a year. You get points based on where you place, and you can get that way. And then, of course, the second round's going to that one tournament down in Gastonia. If you finish in the top 3, you get to go to that tournament.
Bid.
Well, the first thing I'm thinking of, how does a guy go from a local really good bowler to get into this PBA?
There's some that are trying.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
so you carry a 200 average on any league, summer or fall, for 36 games, right?
You're making me dizzy there.
36
36
right?
games
Yeah,
in a year.
36 games. So that's all the requirement is,
Okay.
basically.
Yeah.
In the USBC or PBA LBC, because it's some of the Bolero centers have the PBA LBC leagues there.
Acronyms there. But
Yeah, go back to RPI. What's that mean?
Regional Pro Invitational.
Okay, thank you very much.
I can tell these guys that this, they're rattling off like we're supposed to know all that stuff.
Well, I should
It's
maybe as a
bowling.
bowling center operator.
Right. You're like, what is that?
Rick, he can tell you anything about pizza and chips and subs. He knows all about that part of the bowling.
Food's very good there, by the way.
Well, good. Hey, and I want to give a shout out to Two Fat Butchers that are sponsoring our dinner on Friday night. Thank you, Kyle and the group for doing that.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. I know the bowlers are going to appreciate it. They're going to work up an appetite during practice, and then they're going to eat, and then they're going to come and hang out at 7 o'clock with the rest of the
pro-ams.
folks.
Yeah. I think that Friday night will be really interesting for people that bowl on a regular basis and watching pro bowlers, because it is different. I mean, people that have mastered the art. I don't know how they put that English on that ball. They go down this way. Next thing you know, way out there and clunk out.
And to help out on the Pro-Am as well, for Pro-Am, we do 9-pin no tap, so it makes it even a little easier. So you get 9 on the first ball, counts the strike. So then it's your score, then you add the pro score to it, and that will place you in the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
And don't they move through pros?
Depending on how you want me to do it, we can do it 6 frames, or we can do whole games.
I think we're doing. We want to do 6. Yeah,
6?
that's what we
So
were
they'll
talking
get to
about,
they'll get to be with 3
yeah,
pros.
So 3
You think
different
it should be
pros
6?
over 3
Okay.
games.
If you do
Okay.
6,
Yeah, that'll
you do
move it
5
along a
frames.
little quicker.
Yeah, right.
6
Okay.
different pros. Yeah.
They can buy more stuff when they're coming. Well, guys, I really appreciate you sharing this news with Rick. Congratulations
Well,
on
thank
this.
you, thank
I think
you.
this is the first of many tournaments that will come
hope
your
so.
way.
That's right.
I appreciate Steve coming with the PBA to Front Royal, and
Yeah.
appreciate Cubica AMF being a part of it.
That's right.
I mean, our prize fund is a little bit larger than normal. We contributed $2,500. Cubic AMF contributed $2,500, and the idea was to kind of raise the visibility
Sure.
of the
That's right.
tournament just a little bit more than normal.
Yeah.
So-
Well, when you're thinking about, I'm going to go to that tournament or not, what's the prize?
I think if I'm wherever I live, it's like, well, what do I stand to win, and do
That's
I think
right.
I can win? And,
And
and
if
by
I'm-
the way, who's signed up?
And there's some guys that'll say, no, I'm not going.
Yeah.
So-and-so's coming, right?
Right,
I mean,
right, right.
But you know what? They don't always win.
No, they
No.
don't.
The
They
top
don't.
guy doesn't. He loses too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it happens all the time.
I mean,
Yeah.
and so how many we have like 80 couple registered for a
Right
possible
now we had
108?
87 this morning, right?
Oh, for the actual tournament.
yeah,
yes.
we had 87 signed up this morning. We go to 108.
Okay.
That's
pretty
our
good.
max.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Only ones now that can get in now are members. If
Members.
They decide
Okay.
to sign up
Yeah.
late.
Okay.
But-
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. 'cause
Well,
I
again,
wanna build
appreciate
up
it, and we will see you on Friday.
Okay.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.